Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello everyone, my name is Neil Curry. So as you see with the title of the video, I will be talking about friendships, and I will try to give you my thoughts on who real or genuine friends are. How many friends do you have? Can they be counted on one hand? We use the word friend generally sometimes even to refer to people we work with, people we attend school with, and people we see at church. However, I think that a friend is someone who is more intimate, and these are my thoughts on who a real friend is. So, one, a real friend engages in communication regularly. Two, they are honest regarding your behavior. And finally, they look out for you whether you're there or if you're not there. So, the first point that I mentioned is that a real friend engages in communication regularly. We have we've come to accept just reaching out to persons on a weekly basis or once a week or once a month, and we say that that's totally fine, we're still friends, and so on. But if you don't engage in communication regularly with someone, how are you going to get to know them on a deeper level? If you don't speak to someone regularly and touch on different topics, how will you know the thought process of someone, and how will you get to know them personally? So we see there that communication, it is effective and it is required to get to be closer to someone, right? So we can use the word friend there. All right, in regards to people being busy, we know that people have work, people have their familial life, and so on. There has to be balance. Life is all about balance. So even if you're a person who works, right, you can still find time to at least text your friend, give them a little call. You can find some amount of time, no matter how busy you are, to reach out to someone. My second point here is that a real friend is honest regarding your behavior. So what I mean here is that if you do something bad, they let you know that, Neil, I don't like what you did there, you should do better. And if you do something good, they congratulate you and say, wow, you did an amazing job. Alright, so story time. This goes back to when I was in grade 8. Yeah, grade 8 at St. Catherine High School. So I had this form teacher that I liked her when the semester began, but as the semester progressed, I didn't like her that much. So she made us, the classroom was in a mess that day when she came to teach the class, and she made us clean the classroom. So I was cleaning as well, and there was this bottle on the ground, and I took the bottle up and I was throwing it into the bin. I didn't walk up to the bin, I threw it. It bounced on the wall, it hit the wall, and it bounced off and hit the teacher. Now when that happened, I guess she knows how I felt towards her, and she felt a negative way towards me as well. So she brought me to the dean and I got suspension. Yeah, maybe I will go more in depth with that story further down. All right, so I gave you that story just to make the point that I had this friend who she told me that even though it bounced on the wall and hit the teacher, I should have said sorry. So I wasn't so upcoming with saying sorry because I know that wasn't my intention for the bottle to hit her. And it's physics and things happen. The bottle hits the wall before it hits her, and I'm not so skilled to throw the bottle at the perfect angle to hit the wall and hit her. However, my friend, she was adamant that I should have apologized, even though it wasn't intentional. And that is so true, because even if you don't intend on doing something, right? There are still consequences to your actions, and you're the person who did it at the end of the day. So if a sorry will, be the first step to make someone feel better about the situation, then you should definitely apologize. All right, so she was a good friend there, because she didn't go around the bush. She didn't say, she didn't say that, she didn't bash the teacher or say that what I did was good. So we're boiling down to the final point that I made on who a genuine friend is. And a genuine friend is one who looks out for you whether you're in or out of the room. All right, so let that sink in. So if you have, say you're a friend group, 3 of you, and someone on the outside who is not a friend towards you, they come, and you aren't, this is an example, you aren't so, what would you say, you don't talk a lot, for example. So that someone came to you and they are being they're being verbally rude to you. You as a friend or a genuine friend should step up and say, don't do that. Don't talk to my friend that way. So that is looking out for your friend, because your friend has a weakness in that area, and with speaking up for his or herself. All right, and so a good friend also looks out for you when you are not there. So go back to that same example. You're in a room. Remember, I said it's a group of 3 of you. So it's just you now and your other friend, not the one that isn't talkative. So you're in both of you are in a room, and you hear another group of people bashing that friend that didn't come to school, or she's just elsewhere on the compound. You as a friend should stand up to them and say, don't talk to my friend like that. And also, it depends on what they were saying. You let your friend know what they were saying about her, for her to be aware. We're not pushing violence here, not at all. That's not what we stand for, but we're just putting people in their place. Alright, and that is it. I want you to tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on who a true friend is, and if you don't agree with a point that I mentioned, let me know as well. If you're watching up to this point, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to be notified whenever I post a video. And finally, I want to say or tell you to watch that video that's on the screen. The link will be in the description. Also comment on that video, like it, and share it as well. So thank you very much, let me call you my family, because that's what we will eventually be. Once again, my name is Neil Carr. I am signing out. Have yourself a wonderful day.